Welcome. Yes, you're back with Strength in Education, an educational talk show with me. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Dukes. So listen, this is the beginning of a new school year. You know me, I love hearing about what's going on with children, what's going on in their schools, or even if they're homeschool. But I'm into education and I just want to know, and I know my listening audience want to know what's going on. So I'm here today. I'll be interviewing some children. This is a new school year. And what do I love to say? Happy new school year. So listen, get ready, sit back. I'd like to introduce to you a few guests that's going to come and talk to us about what's going on. Also, let me tell you, this episode is sponsored by L&R Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. So tune in, get ready for a treat. All right, so look at my cute little next guest. I have little Miss Stephanie, a 10-year-old, and she's hanging out with Dr. Dukes today so we can talk about what's going on this new school year. We are so excited about this new school year, and I love to still say Happy New School Year. But listen, we're going to find out from Stephanie. I think she told me she's in the 4th grade. What grade are you in? Woo! She's in the 4th grade, and we know 4th grade challenges, and we know she's having so much fun. So let's find out what's going on with Stephanie in her school this year, okay? All right, so Stephanie, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. So listen, you entered 4th grade this year. Are you in a new school or you're at the same school?
Same school.
Oh, good. So you know a lot of the people, the children, a lot of your classmates moved into the room with you?
Yeah, because I've been there since pre-K.
You have? Wow, I love it. So you're one of the ambassadors. And you're like almost like a junior, but in an elementary school. Next year, 5th grade, you'll be the highest grade, right? And then you'll be a senior? That's what I like to call it. Okay, what does it depend on?
Depends if I move.
Oh, yeah.
Which is still the same thing because we're going to still go in the same grade, different classes.
That's right. Well, I hope you stayed there if you've been there since pre-K because you know that building, don't you? You know that school, don't you? Good. So listen, I always like to chime in with children in the beginning of the school year to find out about their schoolwork so far. Have you had any projects? What's going on so far that you'd like to share with me?
Right now we're doing projects. Right now we're doing it in Spanish class. We're doing like science things. Okay. Like right now we were testing about clouds, moons. I don't know what else. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot in 4th grade in science. Is that one of your favorite subjects? Oh, what is your favorite? Math. So we have a mathematician here, everyone. Good. So listen, thank you so much for telling me. So do you have a Spanish class? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So in that class, are you only speaking Spanish? Oh, wow. I didn't know any of the programs were like that. So English all day, but then you go to the Spanish class.
Well, it depends because sometimes in the mornings, we have to go in English, and sometimes we spend 1 week in the morning, every mornings in the English class, and then we switch all over again, and then 1 week more, like we spend 1 week.
Yes, ma'am.
In the same class every morning, and then we switch. Wow. It's just going like that.
Okay. I don't know. We may have to have another episode. You can teach me a little Spanish. I only know a little. I don't want you to laugh at me or anything, though. But I may think about what can I say in Spanish before we leave because I love that language. I really do. But I just never had a class. So I've just been picking up a little bit here and there. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I asked your favorite, and you said math. Wow, that's heavy, Stephanie. How did math become your favorite subject?
At first, I thought it was very hard until I practiced and practiced a lot of math. My first thing that I learned is how to add, then subtract, then multiply, and then divide. And then divide was a little bit harder until I found out how to get it to work.
I like that. You have to get it to work, audience. Yes. So you figured that out. You know how it works now. Great. So I'm wondering, if you love it so much, have you thought about what you would like to do when you grow up, or when you start looking for jobs when you're 14, 15, 16? You want to keep working with numbers?
Right now, I don't want to be a teacher, but my thoughts of work can change.
That's right. You have time. You do have time. And it's okay if you don't want to be a teacher. I'm just kind of like, I want everyone to grow up to be a teacher. But it's okay. And then look at this. I wrote a story in The Teacher in Me. So we'll talk about that later, because I love teachers. I love teaching. So that's why I wanted to do my first story about teachers, which is about me. So listen. Wow, girl. Anything else about math? Because division is difficult. I think you started learning about your multiplication facts in the 3rd grade. So division.
Division. My teacher of 3rd grade, which I've been in DLI since spring K, which I'm getting used to a lot. Right in 3rd grade, my teacher was showing us how to do division a little bit earlier. So in 4th grade, we know a little bit.
That's right.
And then when it got harder for me, because I didn't really know a lot about it. But then I figured out, like, I can do... What multiplication do you want me to do?
Woo! I want you to do your 5s. That's too easy, I know. How do you multiply by 5?
Multiply?
Yes. Or you want to do division by 5? You can do it mentally in your head without paper and pencil? Girl.
5 multiplied by 5?
Yes. What is that? That's easy.
Wait.
Are we talking 5 times 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 50. No, wait. Wait.
You can use your fingers if you want.
I got my mind confused right now.
Yes.
So it's 10,
Mm-hmm. Do it that way.
20, 30, 40.
Not 10s. You're counting by 5.
Oh. Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Stop. So that was 5 5s. I love your smile. So what's the answer? What is 5? 5. So 5 times 5.
It's 25.
That's your 25. Yes. So you just did it using multiplication. So, girl, I was wondering how, could you do some of this without paper and pencil? But mentally, you said you like division. So now take that 25 and tell Dr. Dukes, what is 25 divided by 5?
Wait.
What?
Who do we tell?
You're going to tell me.
Oh.
Or look in the camera and you can tell the audience. What is 25?
What is
$25 divided
by 5?
5. Yes, ma'am.
I think it's 5.
Yes. Give me 5, girl. Because 5 times 5 equals 25. So now you took the 25 and you divided into 5s. And the answer is 5. You did that mentally without paper and pencil.
What I think about division is when you're counting something, like it's the smaller number count until you get to the biggest number. Like 3 divided by 16, which you can also use your fingers and you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until you go into you count in. You stop until you go in the number you're dividing.
Yes. Okay, listen, look at me. I want to know if you can turn that around. I want you to say 16 first. Say 16 divided by
3.
Yes, ma'am. Because if you have 3, you can't. I don't know how you're going to give me 16 of anything because you only have 3. So yes, take your 16,
You're 16. You take out.
divide it into your 3s. There you go.
Yeah.
So say it that way. When you go home, you can practice that on some paper and pencil because you could make up a lot of the problems yourself. That one could be a little difficult mentally because it's not an even number. Sounds like you're going to have a remainder. So you may have to see that, you have to show your work on that one. But good for you, girl. You hang in there with that math and you keep up, okay? And so if you don't have enough homework, you just make up some problems just like we made those up, okay? And so you just keep going at it and at it and at it. And each year, you're building on and on and on with your math. So I'm so proud of you for that. I don't know a lot of children that say math, but I'm glad you like working with numbers. That's awesome. So listen, did you say you've had a project already in school? Really? So which subject? Which teacher gave you a project already?
Spanish.
No. Wow. So explain that.
So we were learning about, I don't know the real name because I don't know how to translate a lot to English to Spanish.
Okay.
Or Spanish to English.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now she gave us the option if we wanted to do it because she doesn't want to force us. You get a balloon and then you get a cup. You get vinegar, and then
vinegar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then baking soda. You put the vinegar first, and then you put baking soda first.
Okay.
Then the vinegar, and then you put the balloon on top of the bottle.
With a cup.
The bottle.
The bottle. Okay.
Oh, it depends what you're putting it in.
Okay.
And then if your bottle, the balloon, fills up with the air, because it's like, I don't know how to say it. It's just there's air coming out and going into the balloon.
Wow. You don't blow the balloon up at all. You just stretch it over the top. You shake it or anything?
No.
What an experiment. I'm trying to visualize that. So you and mommy or you and daddy did that? Who did the experiment with you?
We didn't do it at our house. We did it at school.
Okay.
I did it with a girl.
Okay.
Can I say her name?
Okay, so it was an experiment done in school.
Yes.
Wow. So what was the outcome?
The outcome is because we had a test coming up actually, and then she wanted us to do an experiment because we hadn't done one.
Good.
And right now we're still learning about that.
Okay, good.
It's getting a little bit more easier because she's showing us and letting us do projects and learning more about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you just have fun with science. Math and sciences almost go together, okay? A lot of people love math and sciences. You go to school, let's say you want to be a doctor. Math and sciences, you'll be studying a lot of that. So you stick with it, hang in there. I love experiments and I love projects. So you just learn all you can in that arena, because that is awesome. And you're going to just love all the experiments anyway, because that's just going to get your mind thinking how you combine. Because I'm looking at you like, let me take some vinegar and take some soda, okay? And shake it up. So yes, keep paying attention and have fun with that, okay? So awesome. So what's next? Because you're going to school another week. It's like the beginning of school, so we have another week coming up starting tomorrow. So do you have any idea what's going on differently? What's new this week?
Yeah, not yesterday. On Friday, we had quizzes, but they weren't like quizzes or tests. She made us do the work. We couldn't copy off of anyone because that's basically cheating. We did it on our own, Then she graded it, and then she gave us answers. She gave us a pen to mark it was wrong or right.
Good.
And we did another one which was a quiz actually, and then but she also gave us how to spell it right. She said to put like X or
C or circle.
I don't know the name. So put it correct or wrong, and then spell it right in the side.
Yes.
Because you basically have, and then you basically have to learn how to spell that word without making a mistake. So she makes us. She doesn't make us. She tells us.
Yes.
To write it correctly.
Awesome.
Next to it.
So you know that's going to help you become a better speller. I love when children can correct their own work because you need to see what you did wrong, right? And then you make the correction. That's what your teacher is showing you how to do, and that is excellent. Did she give you a red pencil or red crayon? How did you correct it?
We get pens.
You felt like a teacher, didn't you? You did the work, and then with your red pen, you make your corrections. You look like a teacher, and you had to have felt like a teacher then. So good for you. Well, girl, I'm so proud of you. You are really keeping up. And I know even the next time we get together, you'll have a lot more to tell me. But listen, Stephanie, I'm stuck on something when I first met you today. Yes, it was a little quiet, but I want to publicly thank you for helping me with my cell phone. I just love when kids are so sharp and savvy and know how to use those cell phones. So I want to thank you, everyone. Yes, I have an iPhone, and this young lady helped me with some TikTok. And I thought that was so neat. And I know it's so funny to you, but you taught me. And I love it because guess what? It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always teach someone. So I just want everyone to know that you taught me that. I thought TikTok was just basically learning how to do some songs and dancing. But everyone, Tiffany taught me that I can go shopping on TikTok. I really didn't know that. And I'm amazed. So I'd like to thank you for that. And what else did you show me on TikTok?
To shop on it.
I can shop for is it everything or just clothes?
You can buy several things like cups.
Wow.
Cups, clothes, cases, fish phones, I don't know.
Probably everything. Do you know if anyone is on TikTok buying cars or houses or not? That may be too much. It may be too much. I'm taking it too far, right? I know it's funny. But listen, everyone, I thought it was so awesome that Stephanie was showing me how to go into the search for things that I want, because I do have a cell phone, but it doesn't have a screen protector. And so my sweet little new friend here, my advisor, showed me how to search for a, screen protector. Thank you. We saw some good prices, didn't we? And so I love you, girl. I love you, and thank you so much for showing me that, because now I didn't think I needed to be on TikTok. See, that's the thing. I'm like, I can sing and dance a little bit, and I want to learn something with you little kids. But now I know I can shop. And so that was awesome. So I'm just thinking about you as a 10-year-old having an iPhone. I was grown and working. I know it's funny to you before I received my telephone or before I bought my own phone. But you were a young lady. So how did you get your parents to get you an iPhone at this young age?
Well, I begged. I didn't really beg my mom. I actually had to wait until I was 10 to get a phone.
Okay.
And I wanted an iPhone for some reason.
Okay.
But then I was thinking about that iPhone and Android are actually the same thing because they're both phones, but they're different brands.
Yes.
But I got an iPhone. I don't know why. It's good. I'm grateful for it a lot. Right now, I do chores. I don't get paid.
Okay.
It's okay though, because I basically have to work for how they gave me the phone.
That's good.
Right now, I have to work and basically not work, but study a lot.
That's right.
So my grades go up because my grades started going down since 3rd grade because everything got harder. And the phone, I'm really grateful though.
I can hear that, and I can tell you are so grateful, and I thank you for that. So listen, Stephanie, girl, you have been super, and I know you're going to teach me some other things, and we're going to get together to have some other topics, okay? But I just wanted to really bring that out that you brought up. Well, I had to talk to you about using my cell phone and talking about TikTok. And you said something very important. You are working to help pay that bill or to work off what mama had to spend, right, for your cell phone. And I really thank you. And I want a lot of you children out there to listen, because that is what is really important. Just asking for everything and you just not doing anything extra, that's not really fair. But did you all hear that? Stephanie is so thankful, so grateful, and I really appreciate that. So Stephanie, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me, hanging out with Dr. Dukes, because it was important. And we're going to get together another time to talk about some other things. I have some other hot topics. We sit and talk about parents, and we want to talk about how to match up our outfits for school. So we'll come back and do that. But at this time, that is all for today. But you keep being you. You keep being a good girl. You keep doing all your work to pay that cell phone off to help mama. But you know what you're doing? You're making mommy and daddy proud. So you keep doing that. Tell your parents I said I appreciate them. And tell your teachers thanks for teaching you all that they can, okay? Thank you. And thanks for showing up. And that's it.
Are you ready to take your podcast to the next level? Welcome to our cutting-edge podcast studio for rent, where creativity knows no bounds. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world of possibilities with our diverse backdrops and sets. Whether you crave the modern and sleek ambiance for tech and business discussions, or prefer a cozy and intimate setting for heartwarming conversations, we've got you covered. But that's not all. Step outside with our captivating outdoor sets, where nature becomes your stage. Our studio is fully equipped with state-of-the-art technology and top-notch sound engineering, ensuring your podcast sounds flawless every time. No need to worry about the technicalities. Focus on your content and we'll handle the rest. Don't wait any longer. Book our podcast studio today and let your voice be heard. Join us at R&L Studios. Your podcasting journey begins here.